I think one of the reasons that we love being in this field of accessibility and web accessibility is that we know that it benefits everybody. Anybody coming to a website that has been built properly with accessibility in mind is going to be beneficial to anybody coming to the website. It's going to make it easier for everybody who comes to visit. There's a term called a bubble up effect, and if you focus on making something work for the most complex use case, odds are it's going to help everybody. It's just going to bubble up the benefit that comes from solving that particular problem is going to bubble up and benefit everybody who's going to engage in a website in that particular complicated thing. A lot of times people wonder about, they think accessibility is only for people who are in a wheelchair or blind, you know? They think that that's the limit of a person with a disability, and that's just, you know, one piece of the puzzle. There's people who can't hear videos. I mean, this video will have a transcript so that somebody who can't hear is going to be able to read the transcript and follow along with the video. So there's that piece to it. But the other side, or that's often forgotten about web accessibility, is how it benefits people who may not have a disability, or people who may have a temporary disability. So if you imagine, you know, I'm right-handed, so I use a mouse with my right hand. But what would happen if I tripped, hopefully don't trip leaving your office, and fall and break my right arm, and I'm in a cast for 6 weeks? Well, what am I going to do? Well, I'm not going to be able to use my mouse, so I'm going to have to engage in this website with a keyboard, like somebody who might have a vision impairment uses a keyboard, or somebody with arthritis might use a keyboard. So we forget that accessibility goes beyond people who have permanent disabilities. It benefits people with temporary disabilities. It benefits a parent who's carrying a child in this hand and trying to interact or order pizza online. So it's no different than curb cuts. And curb cuts were all about helping somebody in a wheelchair get up the sidewalk, but it benefits parents with kids in strollers or people pulling the grocery cart home. They can get in and out and up the ramp, no problem. So I think that's one of the pieces about accessibility, all accessibility, not just web accessibility, that people forget about. That they're not just helping people with a disability. They're helping people who might break an arm, or people that have lost the use of a hand just because they're carrying a kid. We talk about web accessibility, but web accessibility really comes down to inclusive design. And it's being inclusive, including everybody in the process, whether it's an inclusive website, inclusive, you know, office space, whatever the case may be. And if we get people to start thinking about it from that perspective, as opposed to, well, I got to take care of the people with disabilities. People don't want to do that for some reason. They think it's just, I don't know. I've never really understood the hesitation with helping everybody use something. And so sometimes we just have to kind of switch the mindset or the thought process behind what web accessibility even means, and that can be a challenge. Some people it's easy, some people it's like, oh, this is a battle that we're not going to win, and what are you going to do?